Hello and welcome back to my vinyl collection series here on my channel. We're up to episode 8, so without any further ado, let's get started. We'll continue on with the letter R, that's where we left off before. And our first one here is the Rolling Stones, Out of Our Heads. This is a mono copy. And this is on a red London label. And the next one we have is Rolling Stones Sticky Fingers. This isn't an original with a zipper that you can open. This one came out just a few years ago. I think they remastered the CD, and then through Target they had a special promotion where if you buy the CD you get the album for free. And there was kind of a mix-up with my ordering, and they sent me one, I opened it up and listened to it, and then for some reason they sent me another one, so I have a sealed copy of this as well. So and then the next one I have here is the Rolling Stones Through the Past Darkly, Big Hits Volume 2. And this is a stereo copy on a blue London label. And next is a recent purchase for me, the Rolling Stones On Air, the BBC sessions or recordings. This is a double LP set that contains all the songs that are included on the CD, so they didn't leave anything off for these. There's the label. Next we have Linda Ronstadt's Greatest Hits. And this is on Asylum Records. And here, if you're a fan of the Beatles, you'll really enjoy the Rutles. It's a British parody, kind of like Monty Python, if you've never heard of this before. I actually got this one signed at Beatlefest last year by Neil Innes. And this includes a book here. I think it's supposed to be glued in there, but it's kind of come undone from the seam. But just a lot of different parodies of the Beatles included there. And if you've never seen the film All You Need Is Cash, that's a good one to check out. This is on Warner Brothers. And here's the inner sleeve. That's some of the lyrics there. Next up we have Boz Scaggs. This is Silk Degrees. There's only a couple songs that I really know by Boz Scaggs, and they're both on this album, so this is on Columbia. And next we have Seals and Croft Greatest Hits. It's also on Warner Brothers. And then we have Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, Against the Wind. Bob there with the lyrics and the rest of the band. And this is on Capitol. And we also have another Bob Seger album, Night Moves. Good songs on this. This is on an Orange Capitol label. Got the lyrics there. This one here is a 12-inch single. It's Brian Setzer Orchestra live with Let There Be Rock and Gene and Eddie. This was a Record Store Day. I think this was the Black Friday release last year. And this is on blue vinyl. Very cool. And next up we got Simon and Garfunkel's Greatest Hits. This is on your Columbia label. Simon and Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Water. I actually really enjoy this album. This is probably one of my favorite albums of theirs. Then moving along, I got these a little bit out of order, but there's Paul Simon's Graceland. This is probably my favorite Paul Simon solo album. The lyric sleeve there. This also came with a poster. Basically just the album cover. Then we got Still Crazy After All These Years. And all these Paul Simon albums are reissues that I just got pretty recently. And here we go. There Goes Rhymin' Simon, another really good Paul Simon solo album. Kind of a purple sleeve here, but on the Columbia label. And this one and the next one were actually numbered editions. Here you can see I got number 3272. And this one is the Paul Simon self-titled album. And this one's actually number 6. A really low number on that one. And the same Columbia, got the digital download there. Lyrics. Then I also got a copy of his newest album, Stranger to Stranger. Again, another really good album by Paul Simon. A little bit of information about each song there. We got the track listing here, lyrics, and I got this at Barnes and Noble. It might have been an exclusive. I'm not sure. It's on colored vinyl. Not sure that all of them are on colored vinyl, but. And then we have Sturgill Simpson, High Top Mountain. And if you're a country fan, you like Waylon Jennings, I think this guy sounds quite a lot like him. This is his next album, Metamodern Sounds in Country Music. Trippy looking sleeve there. Both of those are really good albums. I recommend those. And then we have Sly and the Family Stone, Dance to the Music. This is should be on Epic. Yellow Epic label there. And another Sly and the Family Stone. This is Stand. And that's on the same label. We don't need to see that again. Here we have the best of the Sons of the Pioneers. A lot of really old cowboy music on there. And the R.C. Victor. And here we have Chris Stapleton, The Traveler. This was a really popular album on Mercury. And his follow-up to that was From a Room. That's it. This is From a Room Volume 1. Again on the Mercury label. Then he followed that up with From a Room Volume 2. Then we get into Ringo Starr, Sentimental Journey. A lot of old standard songs on there. This is on the Apple label. One of his first solo albums after the breakup of the Beatles. Then we got his self-titled Ringo album, which is probably one of my most favorite Ringo albums. And this has a book that was included with it. It's just got the lyrics to each song and then a picture to go along with it. So, yeah. Let's see, this is on Apple, but got a custom label there. And that's an original copy, and then this is the 2017 reissue here. So pretty much same thing. Same label and all. Just a lot nicer condition. And here we got Ringo Starr, Goodnight Vienna. And then again, I got the 2017 reissue. It just came out, so everything's basically the same. And then we have Blast from Your Past, kind of a greatest hits album up to that point. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the last album that was released on Apple Records. I think I have that right. And it's on Red Apple. So then we got Ringo's Rotogravure. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Just snapshots of everybody performed on the record. Got the lyrics here, the credits and everything. And this is on Atlantic Records. Okay. And then we got Time Takes Time. I just got this a few days ago, actually. And this is a red vinyl issue. It's a Friday Music release. So that's cool. It's always a bonus when you get colored vinyl. And lastly, we got his newest album, Ringo Give More Love. Again, I really enjoyed this album. I think it's worth picking up if you've not heard it already. And here we have the Statler Brothers. This is the best of. That's on Mercury. This is the Statler Brothers, the Holy Bible. It's on the Mercury label as well. Here's a really early Statler Brothers album, Oh Happy Day. A lot of their gospel music on here. And this is on Columbia. Next is Steeler's Wheel, who you all know from the song Stuck in the Middle with You, and Jerry Rafferty on lead vocals. Inner sleeve on A&M. And here we have Steely Dan. I never know if it's Aja or Aha, Aya, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sure someone can inform me. Inner sleeve just with the lyrics on ABC. And here we have Steppenwolf Gold, their greatest hits. Inside, and this is actually just flip the right way here, a detachable poster. Actually, you can hang this up. This is on the ABC Dunhill label. And I have an album called Early Steppenwolf. This is recorded live at the Matrix in San Francisco, 1967. Also on the Dunhill. Here we have Ray Stevens, Everything is Beautiful. I've never actually heard of this before, Barnaby Records. We have Rod Stewart, Every Picture Tells a Story. Mercury. We got the Stray Cats Rant and Rave with the hype sticker there with MTV. I was actually lucky enough to see the Stray Cats live several years ago. I've seen Brian Setzer's solo, and a lot of good music from those guys. Here's another one, Built for Speed. This is on EMI America. And we go to Styx, The Grand Illusion. This is on A&M. There's Styx Equinox. Again, A&M for that one. We have Sugarloaf. This is they stamped in there the Record Club copy with the hype sticker for the hit song Green Eyed Lady. This is on Liberty. And just a few more left here for this video. We got Supertramp Breakfast in America. It's kind of cool. The inside of the jacket is orange. I don't know if you can see that, but there's the sleeve with the lyrics. And the A&M. We have a deluxe package 2-album set of Diana Ross and the Supremes' greatest hits. This is on the Motown label. And then the last one for this video is Taylor Swift, 1989. Any of you see that one coming? I actually really enjoy this album, so. Alright, there you go. That's the end of episode 8, so stay tuned. I think I got just a few more videos left to do, so stick around and check those out. Take care, everybody.